My name's Craig Sherrington. We are at Virginia House in Ulverston, and we are a fine dining restaurant with gin parlour and 8 guest bedrooms. Me and my wife Louise took over on 1st September 2015. From there we've extensively refurbished the ground floor, turning it into a fine dining restaurant and gin parlour. The gin parlour area we wanted to make slightly sexy, seedy. You can go and sit in a corner and enjoy a nice selection of, I think, 68 gins we've got on there at the moment. You can sit in there all night drinking gin. Then also in this half we created a luxurious fine dining restaurant. Same sort of feel, same sort of vibe, but a little bit more luxurious with the crystal chandeliers and so on and so forth. The food you can expect to get in this restaurant is nothing else that you'll expect in Sal Furnace, I think. I think we're offering something that nobody else out there is offering. We've hit a little niche and people are appreciating and understanding that, hence we've got a fully booked restaurant this evening. The menu that we have on at the moment is predominantly local sourced ingredients. We've got lamb from the Duddon Valley up in Ulfa. We've got sea bass from Morecambe Bay. The ethos behind the menu is just good quality food that lets the simple ingredients speak for itself. There's no flashy foams or gels or anything on there. It's just really good, honest food. I don't like the word fine dining to describe ourselves, even though that's what we are, because I see fine dining as country house stuffiness where you all sit there in silence, chinking your knife and fork together, whereas I hope we've created a really relaxed, comfortable atmosphere where people can just enjoy fantastic food. My background is a chef. I've been a chef for the last 22 years. I know I don't look old enough. I started out life in the chefing industry in Lancaster and Morecambe College. We worked in a few competitions while I was at college, got recognised by a few chefs for those competitions. Then I should I say, went down to the Cotswolds, down to London, eventually migrating back north again, where I went to Lakeside. I was senior sous chef at Lakeside. I took my first head chefship at Stores Hall at Windermere, where I worked for 3 years. Then came back down to the South Furnace area. Worked around a little bit in the South Furnace area, Clarence House, the Duke of Edinburgh, till me and my wife took over the General Burgoyne in Great Urswick, and we were there for 5 years. In that 5 years we took it from a run-of-the-mill country pub into what I would say was probably one of the best dining pubs in the area. In that 5 years we got 2 Cumbria Life Food Awards, one for Newcomer of the Year, one for Dining Pub of the Year. Following on from that, we got into the Good Food Guide, the AA Guide, Soday Special Places, so in also Lancashire Life, Lakeland Dining Excellence Award. So in that 5 years I think we made quite a big impact in the area with the food that we produced and the service we offered, which I'd like to also think that we're going to bring a little bit of that to Ulverston also, so people can expect big things from us here. We've already noticed there's a niche in Ulverston for the gin parlour that we've created. On a Friday and Saturday night you can't get in there, we have to turn people away, and sometimes it's in detriment to the restaurant because people have had a really nice meal in here, then can't go in the bar to relax afterwards and have a nice drink after. So we have a cellar below the premises, which is the full size of the building, so we're going to turn that into a cellar bar. So that's going to be a public cellar bar. It has access off the main street, down some steps into the cellar bar. So that's something we're going to have a go at this year, getting the cellar bar up and running. And also we're going to work up into the 8 rooms that we have as well to refurbish those to the same standard as the ground floor. All we've created in there is a nice room to go and sit in. It's not like any of the other pubs you can go into in Ulverston. We have a range of, at the moment, which is constantly growing, 68 different gins. We did some extensive research, which was very hard work. Before we actually set up, before we took over the place, we knew what we were going to do with it. We went to the cities, and a lot of people have come in and compared us to city bars, said, oh, this is very much like, going into a nice city bar, which is what we want to create. We want to bring a little bit of the big city into the little town, and from there, people have embraced it open-heartedly. We do have other range of spirits and drinks on the bar, but everyone comes in for gin because we are the gin parlour. So even people that don't like gin come through the door and go, I've got to try gin because I've been told that this is the place to try it. So they're coming through the door with even the concept that they're going to try something that they've never tried before, which is absolutely fantastic, and they've embraced our vision and our dream really well. It's fantastic. Ulverston's a fantastic little town. We love it to pieces. We didn't want to move away from the area. We wanted to find somewhere in Ulverston to set up our business. We found this building which is absolutely perfect for us. But Ulverston's thriving. It's got something going on all the time. The town's building quality all the time as well. We wanted to also bring something high-end to the town, which is the food and the beverage service that we provide. It's a festival town, as everybody knows. There's a festival nearly every weekend for something or other. There's people coming in and out of the town all the time. And hopefully we can try and bring some of those people into Virginia House once they realise that the best kept secret is actually here.